Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We do got some new information to go through. Basically speaking, yesterday, if you watched that video from me, you did get the entire information regarding the V-Jump scans. Today we have WSJ scans, which is weekly Shonen Jump. I wanted to go through them because they basically confirm the dream is dead. A lot of my comment section has been coping for one thing, but this confirms that cope should be ended now, right? So today, we're going to talk about that. Hope you guys are ready for it. Also, again, this is a quick question for all of you. Will you be pulling for Todoroki, yes or no? Tell me right now, will you be pulling for Todoroki? And if not, if you're somebody for anything else, who are you saving for? Let me know right below, down in the comments. I'm very curious. Let's hop into it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. Helps out a ton. Let's hop into it. So basically speaking, this is the entire scan that we have. Again, the homie Hydros has gone and completely translated everything so we have an idea. What the hell is happening in the top left, dude? What the fudge? He vibrated to death? Pause. Wait a minute. I don't even want to know. It's fine. I'm not going to try to answer or ask what the hell happened there. The homie Hydros has gone and translated everything for us. The fudge was that? And we have all of the scans over here. Let's go through it, right? Showed us new quirk skill set, weekly Shonen Jump scan, and translations. This is 8/18, so fresh today. Season 6 is underway. Shows quirk skill Alpha, Beta, and Gamma has been completely redesigned. A new quirk skill set, Ice Fang Wind Flame, is scheduled to appear. In Season 6, Todoroki's new quirk skill set, Ice Fang Wind Flame. I say wing. I don't even know how to say this, dude. Okay, let's go. Will be available. Equip yourself with the enhanced quirk skill set and contribute to victory. Quirk skill Alpha Ice Fang Wind Flame. The attack creates ice at your feet and shoots flames forward. Opponents hit by the ice will be frozen. Quirk skill Beta Heaven Piercing Ice Wall. A small chunk penetrates the wall. A ranged attack that creates a huge block of ice. The block penetrates walls. Quirk skill Y Fiery Prison. The flame bounces off the wall. An attack that creates a tornado of fire in front of you. The flames bounce off walls as they move forward. Then we have the image over here. Basically speaking, what is the confirmation and what is the dead dream right now? What that is guess what? Yes. A lot of people have been hoping and praying that some things with these quirk skill sets change because some characters just have a very old, let's say, in this case, special action. For Todoroki, his special action is not good, right? I asked on video, and I think I asked in a poll also, what's your thoughts on Todoroki's special? And overwhelmingly, the entire community said, change his freaking special action. For somebody who, like Todoroki, who has such a unique quirk, and everything could look so cool in-game, his special action is very lackluster. And what it does basically is it can kill a down player very quickly, kind of, and it also just burns you a little bit when you try to go into it, which teaming up with the beta is kind of nice. It creates like a nice wall where players, unless they go vertical, can't really get to you unless they're Mirio or Overhaul because his shots go everywhere. So basically speaking, for most players, it's a very mediocre special action, right? And a lot of my comment section has been continuously begging and hoping that when the update comes out, they're going to change his special action. Apparently, they showed it to you, correct? Only his Alpha, Beta, Gamma are getting redesigned. They are not going to be redesigning his special action. So for any of you wanting a special action change, you're not getting it, which kind of sucks, right? Again, in the future, if we ever reach the point of us getting a third skill set, somebody like Deku should not have a carry ability. I get it. He wants to be a hero. I get it. What are you going to say? But remember, with all of his quirk skills, every damn quirk skill the guy has, it makes no sense, to ever allow him to have a carrying ability with everything else cool that he can do. And again, I know that I'm only saying that for Deku, but the thing applies to many characters, right? All Might could have a very cool power with his special action instead of just carrying somebody, which again, you know, things can change, where they can definitely update a special action maybe for a skill set. But who knows? Till the end of time, who knows how long that takes? Who knows if we're ever gonna get that? But definitely for Todoroki, he should have had one redesigned. Again, it's not like asking Kirishima. For Kirishima, right? What they did for Kirishima actually was because how his quirk skill set worked itself, they made his special action kind of tie into it, where if he's knocked out of his mode, he can still get back into it, which is proper. That's what you should have done to it. Again, it's hardening. He hardens, and then he is fighting somebody who has knockback. If he is knocked back, it cancels out. But because they changed it, they revamped it, they allowed it where as soon as he gets kicked out of it, he kicks back into it right away with no delays, correct? That's how you should have it, right? That's the whole point of making it better for the skill set. For this one, they didn't really do much. Even buffing it or anything, they didn't really do much to it. So it's just going to remain, I think, how it is. Maybe a buff comes through during the patch notes itself, but there is no redesign. They're not going to completely redesign it. They're just going to keep it as is. So if you don't like Todoroki Special, too bad to you. It doesn't matter because they're not going to be updating it. So that is kind of the confirmation we got from this. Because again, unless they buff it in the patch notes, which we can't tell now until patch notes, there is nothing happening with the quirk skill set thing, right? What he does say is this over here. This is like the dev's comment, giving you an idea, or it's like a, I don't know what they call it. It's like an insider comment, right? It says this: make good use of your walls and land your unique moves. The key is to use and reflect techniques to deal damage. So a big thing that we need to test, and it's a big thing that we're gonna actually be able to see. This thing can actually reflect bullets. So it's just like if you're firing at somebody, as in compress reflects the bullets back. This does a similar thing, so he can reflect damage back, which is something that I really want to test, because remember, most characters are projectile. For someone like Chizuki, imagine reflecting back that attack that is pretty AoE. It's going to be a pretty nasty thing, and again, if you play it correctly, this character can be really sick. And I wonder to what extent does the reflect work, because remember, this is a hard counter to Chizuki theoretically. Hear me out. Why? Right? Chizuki requires you to be on the floor in order to do stuff. Right? You need to be on the ground to get gamma. You need kind of need to be on the ground to get beta'd, right? But in this case, he can get off the ground, right? Like, we have to see if his the gamma of Chizuki can attack, or beta of Chizuki can like latch on here and then attack. But for this, it's a hard counter right here, right? Because no projectile is supposed to go through this, right? Even Shigaraki's or anything, it's mentioned as a reflecting thing, right? And any projectile coming in just deletes itself. So if you see Chizuki about to hit you, you throw this down, you deflected Chizuki's thing. Chizuki does it again, you deflected it again, and your projectile is still running. So I wonder how good this is. But this also, you go vertical if Chizuki's trying to hit you, and all Chizuki can do now is alpha you, correct? I will have to see if the beta can latch onto the pillar itself. But again, it's another big counter. It's similar to how Dabi released, and Chizuki hard counters Dabi. Almost everybody, but who cares about that? And now you have this releasing, who kind of can counter Chizuki very well. Again, same range, right? And now his gamma deletes other attacks, and his beta verticals, right? So he does a lot that could be menacing for Chizuki players, but we shall see how that operates, right? But again, his gamma also shown it can go through walls here. So if you know someone's on the other side of the wall, just stab them. just shoot a giant block of ice straight through the wall and destroy anybody on the other side. So another confirmation there, but to me, I think this skill set does have a lot of potential. Over here, we had people, again, this has 11 upvotes, so pretty decently upvoted here. I'm thinking low B tier in early game, high A tier in late game, which was automatically pretty good, unironically. Early game, I still think he has a lot of potential, but yeah, it's around. I'd say he's going to be, in my opinion, from whatever I've seen, I think that he's going to be like an A tier character. I physically do not see him being below A tier, in my opinion. I'm not sure if it's just me, but the whole moveset feels underwhelming. His gamma seems to be the best thing among them. Anyways, who knows till it comes out. I wish those pulling him good luck. It doesn't look as unique compared to the other skill sets, but maybe it'll be good. For me, it doesn't look too underwhelming. I think that a lot of players had like the thoughts of other abilities like phosphorus in mind, so that's why it's going to look bad, right? They had different perceptions of what they would do with the skill kit, so I know that a lot of players will be underwhelmed on that aspect of it. But compared to like Dabi's Frenzy, compared to, in my opinion, Catastrophe Shigaraki and Blue Bakugo, it does feel a little bit more like, stale in a way, but I still think it's fine. I really don't think there's an issue here on this skill kit personally, just because, again, for Todoroki, it's Heaven Piercing Ice Wall, which is automatically a really cool attack, and then the Fire Tornadoes, I think, have a lot of playability and potential there. So to me, it's not insanely boring, but again, I agree that it's underwhelming. That I could see that point, but for me, I'm still hyped, so not much I can say there, but let me know what you think across all of this. That's the scans we have here today. Pretty cool stuff. Nice confirmations. Again, a character who I think will be pretty solid. And again, it's over. Don't keep dreaming about his special actually being changed. It could be buffed. It could be buffed where it does better, but a lot of players have been hoping and coping and just really believing that there's potential with his special action being changed, which sadly didn't happen. So rip to that, but take care, have fun. That's what I mainly got for you here today. Again, down below, just let me know, are you pulling, are you skipping, what's your plan with this character? I'm very curious because, again, a lot of my comment section was happy about Dabi, a lot of my comment section was happy about Overhaul, but so far I haven't seen the hype yet for Todoroki. A lot of people seem, again, more so in the middle, where it's like, I'll see as official gameplay, see what happens there. Most players are just not really running towards him, so that's why I'm curious if this is a skip for you and you'd rather care for whatever the first anniversary releases to us. So let me know down below. Take care, have fun. That's been it for me.